cinephiles, freaks, and weirdos, tape heads, ghouls, and ghosts love to tune in and listen to Psychotronic Coast to Coast. Skin Slip and Owen Neal are going to reveal their thoughts on movies that most people don't dare to watch. Psychotronic. Psychotronic. Psychotronic.
Welcome back, ghouls and ghosts, to another exciting episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast with your host Skinslip and his co-host Owen Neal. We are going to reveal, anyway, our thoughts about the movies that you won't watch. Anyway, welcome to Psychotronic Coast to Coast, where we watch the movies you probably never heard of or cared to watch, and we tell you if they're worth watching. Most of the time, the answer is no. There's a lot of shit we wade through for you people. Anyway, This week was after our 2-week hiatus because of a whole bunch of other things. Excuse me, sorry. You have to edit that out now. Anyway, after our 2-week hiatus, we have come back strong with another of our summer series, this time part of our Balls series. And the whole thing about these movies is the word balls is in all the titles. The first up is Oddballs, an oddball slapstick sex comedy.
I mean, I guess so. There wasn't really any sex in it, but there was hinting at sex.
There was the kid was like hitting on the adult, the lady. What's her name? Counselor. Jesus Christ. You know, there's a whole bunch of little things like that. There was. Okay, look with this. Okay, this movie feels like this. You know, those modern films that are trying to be parodies, where they try too hard to make everything a joke, to the point where it's groaning more inducing and you can't stop just groaning the entire time. That's this fucking movie. This is a spoof of camp movies, though I don't think they were trying to make a spoof. They just accidentally made a spoof while trying to make an earnest camp movie. It's everything's to the max. Everything's done to 10th degree. Every joke's got a visual gag, and every visual gag's got a fucking joke. And it comes at you. It's like a bukkake of humor, but it's like not funny anymore. It's just like now you're just getting sprayed in the face by jokes constantly. I mean, like, fuck. So yeah. What do you want to take us to this fucking movie? Like,
sure. I'm looking at the VHS cover.
Yeah.
And you mentioned before we started, but there's 6 people on this drawn cover, and none of them are in the movie. They're like 20-something-year-olds, and there's like a guy hooking her bikini bottom and sticking a frog down it.
Images, Oddballs, VHS.
They all look like there's like 30-year-olds.
Yep, that's the cover. That's the cover that's on here, I'll show our audience here. That's the cover he's referring to.
Can't bottom out.
Yep.
There was another one that had a quote, something.
Hey, wait. This guy right here, this guy looks kind of like the guy from the movie. Like, this is an attempt. Everyone else is like, this guy kind of. But this guy's trying to be the one guy, but like they got the chin wrong, and none of the ladies are right. None of the ladies are right at all. Anyway, we'll get back to this.
There's one cover that says something about like there was, meatballs. Now here comes Oddballs.
So yeah, the movie Meatballs comes out. It spawns a bunch of camp sex comedies, basically. One of them is Screwballs, right? The first Screwballs?
Screwballs is not a summer camp movie.
Okay, but it is a sex comedy, and it was spun out, and it did come out after Meatballs. And then So the camera operator of Screwballs decided he could do a fucking better movie, and he made Oddballs. And I'm pretty sure, I'm just going out on a limb here, I'm guessing he wasn't an American. He was probably someone who came, an immigrant who came to America, because it seemed like he was trying to do American humor, but like didn't quite understand what he was trying to do. Like it comes through like The Room, right? Tommy Wiseau tries to make a fucking drama, but it comes out weird because he doesn't understand it like a regular American, right? Like it's just a weird movie. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Or am I just rambling?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just rambling. All right, let's move it on. Take us to the movie.
I'll try. It's like you said, they like try to punch you in the face with jokes every 2 seconds, and most of them aren't funny.
And there's probably jokes happening in the background we can't decipher because the video was low quality, because we had to watch this on YouTube. It's not available any other way. Except on VHS. No. If you can find the VHS.
Yeah, there wasn't even a DVD, or was there one out of print?
No, it's a bootleg. It's not out of print for years. Not even an official release.
An out-of-print bootleg, that's something.
Yep, it's just a bootleg.
So, the movie starts out with Indiana Jones running away from a ball.
Yeah,
he
right.
gets hit by the bus.
I almost forgot that was the beginning of the movie.
Gets hit by the bus going to camp with a weird sound. Like he gets hit and it's like wacky noises.
Yeah, it's
that
all
runs through the whole movie.
The whole movie is filled with like these cartoony Looney Tunes like skit type noises. It's
yeah.
It's like someone trying to think like, hey, our movie can be funny like Looney Tunes. All we have to do is make those weird noises. That's what makes Looney Tunes, right? That's what it feels like.
And they drive by an alien. And then there was something else.
Oh yeah, the alien on the side of the road, right? I remember that.
Who ends up being a camper.
I
You've
guess,
seen him a couple times.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kid wearing a green outfit. I forget, there was another joke that they went by, but whatever. They come to the kids finally remember camp. They have the 3 main kids. I'm not gonna remember the names.
No, I don't fucking. Who cares?
Scrawny white kid. There was the African American kid, and then the fat kid.
Yeah, covering all the bases, demographically speaking.
And they get shown to their bunk, which is all cobwebs. There's a corpse in one of the bunks. Ha 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 ha! There's a dead body, rotten. And
everyone just in the counselor just makes a comment off like it's totally okay that this rotting corpse is laying in his bed. Yep.
There's a.
It's real funny because he's taking it serious because it's real funny that way, you know. Vampire kid in the trunk. I missed that. Jesus.
Yeah, they open a trunk and he's just holding a chunk of meat. Because vampires apparently eat steaks.
Lord have mercy.
Ugh. It's just non-stop with those type of things.
Yeah, non-stop. It's literally a bukkake of shit jokes.
Another recurring jokes for stuff being like,
I guess it's better than shitty bukkake.
Give me a hand when someone falls down and someone claps.
Yeah, oh god, that one. I was like, really? Really? A few of them made me laugh, to be fair. There's just so many jokes. Like, it's like, literally, while someone giving a hand claps, and is getting up, something else happens, and then while you haven't got a chance to fucking process what that is, another joke hits, and before you have another joke, and 3 more jokes at once, suddenly he's telling a joke verbally, and there's a visual joke happening in the background, and there's a sound effect, so it's like 3 layers of a joke all happening at once, and then before you can process that, like, it's like that through the whole movie, non-stop.
You laughed at the ambulance one for some reason.
There's just so many of them. You just start. I wasn't even laughing at that one per se. It was just there were so many jokes, and it kept happening, and just like I laughed, and you laugh awkwardly because it's just like you're not laughing at any one particular part. It's just this how did we get here moment in the movie, and you're just like what? You just have to laugh, or you lose your mind.
I don't remember the setup. But, I don't know, someone got hurt. He said, call me an ambulance. So they called him an ambulance. Like, something literally.
Yeah. Literally. That's what happened. Literally.
Yeah, there's it's almost more just like pointing out the dumb jokes than anything. But the main plot is there's a rich guy who wants to build a mall on the land where their camp is. And through almost to the end, I did not realize that he ran a summer camp for girls.
And the only reason we knew that is because I read a review that mentioned it, and I was like, oh, that's what he's doing. Okay.
Like, he was just in a mansion with his son, and there just happened to be attractive girls that kept working out on the lawn, who were all clearly in their 20s.
Yeah, so apparently the mansion was the summer camp for girls. Because girls can't camp like normal people, apparently.
Like, unlike Camp Bottoms Out.
Which we thought was bottoms up for most of the movie, and it made. And by the way, we're watching this movie and thinking, Camp Bottoms Up. That's really. It's either like an unintentional homoerotic joke, or this got really dark, and these poor kids were like assaulted during the making of this movie. And now I'm just thinking like it's just an innocent joke that someone thought was funny. Bottoms out. You know, like mooning people.
That different, though.
But mooning people as opposed to being the bottom in the sexual event.
It could still mean that.
I know, but at least
When
now
bottoms out.
it's way less like obvious now. Now it's like this person didn't understand the innuendo behind it. I get it. They think it's funny because of mooning people, ha ha ha. But sir, you need to understand about the title of this movie. This camp, you can't do that. Anyway.
Yeah. What I was pointing out was the girls' camp, they're all like in their 20s, but the boys' camp are like 12-year-olds.
Yeah, actual kids. And, yeah.
Who are like, we're going to get some by the end of the summer.
So I was developing this dark theory about the production of the movie, and it turns out I was just mishearing it for most of the movie. And the print on it was so bad you couldn't tell what the shirt said. The shirts had the name, Bottoms Out. So
yeah,
I just went with Bottoms Up
graffiti.
until I was reading that same review, and I was like, oh, it's
like there's
totally
a sign
innocent.
on the camp, but all you can ever see is bottom. So
Yeah,
you never really saw the back.
which I think is part of the joke, right? You can only see bottoms as the title. That's part of the visual gag in the movie. Yeah, that's how layered with gags this movie is. There's shit happening in the background while people are having honest conversations. It's like literally so distracting. I can't stress this enough.
But yeah, the whole plot is he wants to, even though he never offers to buy it till later, he wants the land, and he's trying to steal it. I didn't really pay that close attention, but so let's jump to the boys' camp. You have the main, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, I want to say about the whole like the jokes coming at you rapid fire. Like, you want to know something that does it well? Wet Hot American Summer. That movie is a spoof of the summer camp movie, and does it in such a way, like, their verbal jokes have nothing to do with the visual jokes. So, the verbal jokes are happening, and the visual jokes are overlapping, but you're either laughing at one or the other, and the other one's for when you watch it again. You get to see, like, all the shit you missed, because you're too busy laughing at the fucking verbal joke or whatever, you know? That's how you properly do it. The way this movie did it was just like, here's a joke, now another one, now another one, now another one. Just no subtlety. Just whack in the face with jokes over and over again. Sorry, you may continue.
I mean, the plot's pretty much non-existent, so...
Seriously, just joke after joke. There's no plot. We told you the plot. He's trying to buy the like, this happens for like an hour. By the way, 45 minutes in the movie, I look at the time, I'm like, there's 45 minutes left? Felt like the movie was getting ready to wrap up.
Oh, it did. It was so bad. But I think we should at least discuss a little bit about the camp. So,
Sure.
Yeah, the main guy counselor doing his best, Bill Murray.
Oh, no, his worst Bill Murray. Which might be his best Bill Murray, but it's the worst Bill Murray.
You have the guy that owns it, who's a drunk, and he hates children, and he
Wants
hates
to
his
sell
wife,
it.
or ex-wife.
That's
He's like painting a picture of her gravestone.
Here's the joke of the movie. He wants to sell the camp. The guy wants to buy the camp, but the guy is trying to talk his son into seducing the daughter of the camp owner. Granddaughter, so that he can get the camp that way, instead of just going and talking to him. That's the whole crux of the movie right there. That's the whole plot of the movie. And it's 10 minutes till the end before they finally fucking talk about the whole thing.
And then the granddaughter. So the skinny kid wants to bang the granddaughter. The male counselor, for some reason, teaching him how to pick up chicks with corny lines, and he brings 2 of them to a club with fake ID. And he gets punched out for his, with his fake line. But the chubby kid starts talking to a girl after drinking, looks like 30 beers.
Look, there's like literally 20 or 30 bottles in front of him, easily.
And she's like, let's go to the car and fool around. And then it just cuts to them leaving.
He's like freaked out by it. And he's like, I
didn't want none of that.
Like, never mind.
There's a running gag, again, which I never really picked up on because I didn't realize it was a girls' camp, where they kept trying to sneak to the girls' camp. So they took a raft, went over Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Then later they had another raft, and a shark showed up.
And with the Jaws sequences, the weird bad Jaws music and everything. Yeah.
And then there was a joke about this road, like they were biking to the girls' camp, like, this road just leads to the camp, why don't we take that? And the fat kid was like, didn't get hit by a car?
Yeah.
That was the joke. The only joke I really chuckled at was they kept pretending they got hit in the balls so the nurse would feel their balls.
Yeah. She would bend over and they could see down her shirt. Or down her blouse.
But then the guy went in there and said he had a hernia, and she pulled out a knife and said she was going to cut his balls off, basically, and he left. And the nurse's room is all white, and she's drinking milk, I guess.
Okay.
Hint at that movie. What was that movie?
I don't know.
Where they sit around and drink milk.
I don't know. What movie are you talking about?
The painting on the eye. The fuck is Clockwork Orange.
Oh, God. I guess
I don't know if that was supposed to be, because there was like white mannequins in there and shit.
It was just
didn't look
weird
like a nurse
shit.
office.
It just looked weird.
So I guess she likes stealing kids' balls, I guess was the joke.
I guess.
No adult balls allowed. But then later, at the end of the movie, it was hinted that they fucked. They both come out. He comes out with the nurse, and they're straightening their clothes.
I guess. I don't know. The movie. You're asking the movie to make sense, dude, and I don't think it did.
So just a lot of that, and a lot of sight gags too. Like as he's teaching like the kids pickup lines, it's just a shot of them like through a pet cemetery at where they were sitting. They're just sitting in a pet cemetery, apparently.
Apparently, bunch of weird shit like that. Like it was weird.
It's just constant like background gags that we probably missed.
Yeah, there's like word gags in the signs. There's like so many gags.
There was
in the movie. It's like a gag a minute.
that whole
but
weird
not in a good way.
sequence where it's like, this is for the arts films people, and
It's
this
them having a
girl, the
normal
girl comes in
conversation.
and says,
Sorry.
yeah, they're having a normal conversation about how he owes taxes. And she's there like blah blah blah. Like I guess it's another. She ended up working for the rich guys. It's probably another ploy of how to get the park or the whatever camp.
Yeah.
But then it's just like these weird subtitles that aren't anything to do with what they're saying, and it's just like
Oddly sexual.
it's acting like he wants to grab her tits, and she's reading it and then slaps him.
And he's confused by this because he's not saying that at all. He's not. The subtitles are making it like he is. It's so weird.
Yeah. And then he looks at the camera and is like, see what your artsy films got me? There was a lot of look at camera, like...
Breaking
Hey,
the fourth
this
wall
is a
was a
joke.
thing that happened all the time in this movie, yes.
But eventually there's a boy-girl dance for the camps, which I don't know if that's even a thing at camps. I've seen it in a bunch of camp movies, but I don't know if they actually bring girls and boys together for a dance.
When I was a kid, I did go to a summer camp a few summers, and there were boys and girls, and there was a dance, so that does happen, yes.
But two separate camps?
No, actually, it was one camp for the seeing impaired, so like people with like vision problems all the way up to blind people. And so
I want to know what are
both
the
genders
odds.
there, but we were on different ends of the camp, and we just came together at the middle. We had our own activities and everything.
All right.
So that's just how they
I'm
did it.
wondering what the odds of like summer camps on one lake are, though.
Oh, I bet you on the East Coast is pretty common. It's gotta be. There's like so many lakes and so many.
Such a trope in camp movies.
There's gotta be like that. I mean,
Heavyweights was like that. They had the fat camp, and across the lake was the jock camp.
Oh yeah, we had
Rivals.
heavyweights on the show too at some point, huh?
fucking love heavyweights.
Camp Nowhere.
I love Camp Nowhere too. Not good as heavyweights though.
Indian Summer.
I don't know. I've seen bits and pieces of that one. Anyways, they have a dance. Rich guy's outside surveying. They end up overhearing the conversation about how he's trying to steal the camp, seduce the granddaughter. Old man goes out,
Oh, yeah, the
punches
kid
his son right in the
set-
face.
The kid's like setting up like something for the dance and accidentally turns on the microphone, and it's pointed out the window because it was just kind of sitting on top of like the record player or whatever.
He put it there. He was like,
Yeah, he moved it out of the way for something, right? And that's what he moved it out of the way. That's right. And it was pointing out the window, and the rich guy and his son were talking about their evil scheme.
Yeah.
And it broadcasts, and they didn't notice because they're dumb, and it's a movie.
yeah, he punches his son out. And then there's a whole like, if you want to buy it, why don't you just offer me money because I want to get rid of it. And they settle on $300,000. And then
But there's a big twist.
All the campers come over and they're like, "Oh, thanks for saving the camp." He's like, "But I took the money." So they were all pissed off, cold-shouldered him. So he decided not to
They decided
take
to
the
keep.
money.
He decided to stay in debt for the kids.
So the son of the rich guy decides he's going to kidnap the granddaughter and force him to do it. And there's a big car chase. I also want to mention there was a running gag with him, or smashing cars.
Yeah, it was a lot of weird parts of the movie.
And we probably should talk about that scene just for random, where, you know, shit's flying through the guy's windows. Like, I told you not to play football around my cabin. I told you not to play basketball. And they just throw a fucking bomb in his window.
It throws him, a mortar shell falls.
Yeah,
An
mortar.
unexploded mortar shell flies in his window. Like, oh, I thought you not to play grenades in my grenade! And he throws it out the back window,
Which
and
somehow,
it somehow
lands in the rich guy's car.
flies miles away to the rich kid's car.
And then he runs into a shelter vehicle and blows up a bunch of cats and dogs. So they make a raining cats and dogs joke. And then you cut to the mess hall and they're eating cats.
The camp guys, the guy's on the phone and his window's open and people are throwing things in his window, and that's how. And so he goes, "Oh, how's he doing?" He looks up, it's raining cats and dogs. And it's like,
And then there's like 4 crying women, and they're like, "Why are they here?" Like, because you're eating their cat. I'm like, what is this? It's not a joke.
Wow, it's bad. It's not a good
So,
movie.
yeah, big car chase. Somehow they hit a bump. Grandpa lands in the other seat. Kid lands in the driver's seat. There's a cop doing wacky shit.
The cop's got a siren on top of his helmet, and he's riding a dirt bike. I'm so confused by this.
He keeps crashing and flipping into cars and trying to give tickets and falling out. And then, I don't know, I guess the rich guy was having a big celebration, a big announcement. He was announcing how he bought all the land. They go crashing in there. The land's not for sale. A happy ending. I don't know what happened from there to the parents come and pick up the kids. The alien flies off.
Yeah.
The very awkward scene of the kid. He's like, "I'm not sorry I hit on you. I'm sorry I'm too young for you." And she's like, "Well, you'll be a year older next year." And then kisses him on the lips. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh, wow. Alrighty then. She can rob the
He'll
cradle
be
to
all-
a point, apparently.
He'll be a whole 14 next year.
Oh, no. He's totally legal now, right?
According to her, I guess.
Wow. So, yeah. That was a movie. Did you enjoy it?
It was a movie, and I watched it.
Oh, my God. I
The only joke was the movie.
think the worst part about it is if it came out on Blu-ray, I'd probably buy it.
I mean, I would buy a whole Blu-ray set of all the Balls Canadian comedies. Probably one disc.
One disc, all VHS transfers, a single Blu-ray, 20 movies, bam. Anyway, I thought it was okay. It's a 2 out of 5 star movie.
I don't know.
It's about as broad as
tuning
comedy
out.
gets. There's some moments that'll make you chuckle. Your old man will probably enjoy it if he likes like those like modern comedies like Knocked Up and like all those other like those modern comedies. If you like those things, he'll probably chuckle at it. Hey, if they like the scary movies, they'll love this movie. It's the same kind of humor.
They like horns for sound effects.
Exactly.
Or honk honk when they grab boobies and stuff. No nudity though.
There wasn't any, was there?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There you go. All right. What are we doing next week? Oh, that's right. It's my choice. My bad. Okay. We are doing the Intervision title Murder Lost. Dun dun dun. So that's it. That's what we're doing next week. And yeah. It's a movie. Anyway, so yeah, do you have any last words?
No, not really. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to watch it, but it is on YouTube, so
Yeah,
Oddballs.
It's on YouTube. Check it out. Just Google Oddballs 1984. It's the first thing that comes up.
Canadian exploitation.
Canucksploitation, as it's called. Yes. Got plenty of that in the collection. I think this might even be a Canadian film too. Interestingly enough. Anyway, I'll have to check. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, I gotta wrap up. I gotta end it. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast. We'll see you next time. Peace.